This segment brought to you by the Western Kansas Wildlife Travel Center in Oakley.
Welcome to fall, y'all. We're actually here in Atchison County, real near the campsite of Lewis and Clark when they came through in 1804 and camped right here on Independence Creek and marked the first 4th of July in what would become Kansas. But I thought this nature walk was just the perfect place to point out one of the biggest dangers in nature, and that would be Bambi. You know, the most dangerous animal in Kansas, especially this time of year, deer, by far. So many accidents with deer. Of course, a lot of fatalities across the state this time of year while the deer are in rut. So we have some great tips from the Kansas Highway Patrol, and they will help you avoid those deer collisions. You know, watch out for the deer, get ready for deer season, but be careful, folks.
The signs of fall are all around us. Leaves are falling, corn and beans are coming out of the fields, and deer begin crossing the roads and highways in Kansas in increasing numbers. With this in mind, here are some things you can do now to start looking for deer. First, deer crossing signs, such as the one behind me, show where high levels of deer vehicle crashes have occurred, so be aware of these areas. Next, reduce your speed and be alert near wooded areas and green spaces where deer look for shelter. Also, be aware of water sources such as creeks and ponds. And last, always watch for more than one deer, as they seldom travel alone. If you need more information regarding car deer crashes, go to our website for tips and information. Be aware and watch for deer, because we want you to get where you're going safely. With the greatest number of car deer crashes happening in November, the Kansas Highway Patrol has a few tips to help you if you're involved in a car deer crash. First, always make sure you're wearing a seatbelt and have the kids buckled into approved child safety seats. An ounce of prevention can save a lifetime of regret. If a deer runs in front of you, don't swerve to avoid it. That often causes a more serious crash. It's hard, but just hit the deer and don't make a bad situation worse. If you do hit a deer, pull off the road and activate your emergency flashers. When talking to a dispatcher, let them know if the deer is still on the road and if you need medical help. It's also best to stay in your vehicle, but if you do need to get out, then stand as far off the road as possible and watch for oncoming traffic. And don't worry about the animal. The officer will arrange to have the deer safely removed from the road. If you want to learn more on avoiding deer, go to our website for tips and information. The signs of fall are here, and we want you to get to where you're going safely.
Welcome to Western Kansas Wildlife Travel Center, right here in Oakley, Kansas on I-70 at exit 76. I-70, after all, is America's Main Street, and we're right here on Main Street for you. Now that I'm an Oakley resident, I still come in almost every day, and I sit and listen to the conversations of the people around me. You know, the guys who are talking about the big elk they just bagged, or the folks who are taking their kid to college for the first time. People just traveling up and down the highway. Real people, just like you and me. And they find just what I find here, real people to serve them. There's history, there's scenery. We hope you'll stop and see us soon. Welcome to Oakley.